Hey guys, welcome once again to the channel, and you may have noticed that there's something a little bit different about my editing rig behind me. So what's going on? What's changed? Well, I'll tell you all about it in just a moment. So if you watched my most recent unboxing video, you'll notice that there were some things that were sent to me by my good friend Highlander, a couple of them which are now installed inside my Ryzen system. One of which is a CoolerMaster MasterLiquid 240 all-in-one liquid cooler, which is now cooling my Ryzen 5 1600X CPU. The other thing that he sent me was a set of RGB fans that I have never heard of before. These were done by a company called Bykski, however the heck you want to pronounce it. It's a name I'd never heard of before. And anyway, it was a set of 3 fans with their own controller, which is on this little remote right here. So what this does is this will change the color, the change pattern, the speed at which it changes, the brightness. It will turn them on, off, or it'll go into an auto let the unicorn throw up inside the case mode. So I played around with this a little while, and I came up with a nice black and white type of theme for it. Right now my motherboard isn't quite showing the same color because I just got done putting all this stuff together, and it took me a little while, although I will give CoolerMaster a really huge props for one big thing. They made the AM4 mounting solution super easy. If you follow me on Twitter, you'll see that I took a close-up picture of the little brackets that came with that AM4 mounting solution. Basically, what they did was they kind of did the same thing that Thermaltake did with their Contact Silent 12 air cooler that I reviewed not that long ago. So where it basically just uses the same clips that came with any of the stock coolers from AMD. So that made it really super easy. So that way there's no other back plate that you have to put on. There's no extra hardware besides the 2 little parts that go onto the CPU block. And it's really super easy. So yeah, I rather like that. And I do like the way the fans look. I mean, granted, I've never had RGB fans before, ever. So seeing these was kind of a nice surprise. It kind of gives a little pep to my setup. So what I ended up doing was I took the front door off my Define R6 and I left it with just the mesh covering the fans, so that way the light can go through. I have access to my optical drive, which I still use. It's not a white one, but hey, it's black and white build. Everything is still nice and cleanly tucked away, either behind this plate or underneath the power supply shroud. So just on first impressions alone, I would say that for what you pay for these fans, with the hub that comes with them and the remote, it's not a bad deal. If you're looking for something that's inexpensive, especially if you have an older system, say you have an older motherboard that doesn't have RGB controls built into the motherboard, you can use this solution and it'll work just fine. This will actually control up to 10 fans, although you're probably going to enthusiast level if you're going to be controlling 10 fans with this type of solution. However, they all plug in, they work just fine. The remote works fine. Didn't have any issues with the remote, so I was able to cycle through all the different color combinations and find one that fits pretty much what I'm planning on using this system for. So it was a nice thing. It looks really nice, and it goes really well with the CoolerMaster liquid cooler because it has a white logo on the CPU block. So it's all come together. It meshes well. It fits inside the case. The 240 AIO was super easy to install, especially in the Define R6. So it was probably the easiest kind of swap that I've done in a very long time. And granted, when it comes to customizing PCs, I'm still fairly new at that kind of thing. However, if somebody like me is able to turn a rather, blase type of looking system into something that has a really nice lighting effect to it. Anybody can do it. So would I recommend the Bykski 3 RGB LED fans for anybody else? For the cost, sure. It's less than 25 bucks. For you get the set of 3 fans, you get the controller, you get the hub. What more could you want? Now, granted, they are 120 millimeter fans. They are not 140. So if you're wanting a 140 millimeter solution, I don't know if that company sells a 140 kit or not. However, there are companies that do. Now, granted, you will end up paying more for those. However, if you're wanting to keep your costs low and you want to have a nice little bit of bling and have a little color effect in your case, this is a nice budget setup. So let me know what you think of these fans. I'll give a little some B-roll shots here of some of the color combinations that you can do with these fans. And let me know what your thoughts of those down in the comments, like down below. Do you think these are good value for the money? Do you think that these are kind of a cheap way out and I should have gone for something better? For me, I'm keeping them. I like them. I think they're awesome. I mean, even, you know, these were sent to me as a gift, but even, you know, even if I would have paid for these myself out of my own money, I still like how they look. I like how, you know, they work. So they do well for my use case. So that's just a short video, just kind of letting you know what I've been up to this weekend. So I thought I'd throw this up here and let you know what I think of them. So I'm going to get on out of here. It's really late at night, and I did this really super late. It's like well after midnight. Haha, see what I did there? So I'm going to get on out of here, and I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you like this video, go ahead and drop a like down below. If you haven't already, please go ahead and smack the subscribe button on your way out. I greatly appreciate it. It does help out the channel. And as I always say, live life a little randomly each day and learn something new every day, especially in this day and age, because you should. And be sure to stop by at my Teespring store to pick up a Get Random shirt like the one I have here. Anyway, catch you guys next time, and we'll see you later. Take care.